We'll first start out by going to EduGoodies and clicking on Office 365 portal. Once we're in our portal, we're looking for the People app. And if it doesn't show up as an icon, you'll go to the search bar and then you'll type in People. Once you see the app, you'll click on the People app. Give it a second to load. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create a new list. So in the top left corner, you'll see where it says New Contact. You will hit the arrow and you will click New Contact List. Once it opens, give your list a name. I'm going to name my list Heal, and then I'm going to name it Honors Algebra 2. I'm going to name it Heal because that way it'll be easy for me to find when I get ready to search for it in the Sender tab. So I'm going to give it a description. This is my 2020-2021 class. The easiest way to add students to your list is to copy the student number and paste it. This will give you the exact student on your roster because we know sometimes students can have multiple spellings of the same name. And so I downloaded a student list, the student numbers, and then copied and pasted. So here in my contact list, you see I have Heal Honors Algebra 2. This is my 7th, 8th period, and there's a list of all of the students. If I want to send them an email, I will click Send Email. So let's go to our calendar and let's schedule our classes. Our calendar is loading here. So at the top left, I will do New Event, and I will click on New Event. I'm going to give my meeting a name. So here I'm going to schedule this ELC review session for Honors Algebra 2. You can give yours whatever name you like. So now in the attendees spot, I'm going to start typing the name of my list, and I'm going to start typing Heal, and as you'll see, my classes or my list will pop up, and that's Heal Honors Algebra 2. I'm going to expand my list, and the reason why I'm expanding my list because I also need to copy several other people to my class. And in order to set the meeting details so that they too can have rights, everybody's name needs to be showing, not just the list. So for my additional attendees, I'm going to add the administrative team, and I'm going to add our inclusion teachers, and also add the SPED assistant teachers who sometimes assist with monitoring and managing classes. Adding individual people will allow you to set your meeting details to specific people to be presenters and not attendees. It'll also allow them to start the meeting without you being present. So now that I have all my meeting attendees and I have all the administrators and assistants added, I'm going to schedule my classes. And this class is going to occur every Friday. And I'm going to set my times to match the time. I'm going to go in and set the occurrence. This is going to happen every week until the end of the semester. So I go in to my occurrence calendar and I schedule it to end the last Friday of this semester. I make sure my Teams online meeting is checked, and I need to set my meeting details, but I can't do that until I come back and the meeting has been established. So let's go ahead and send this to everyone. The great thing about when you send this, it will show up in your Outlook calendar as well as your Teams calendar. Students will get an invite, and so will the people who were copied on the email or who were optional for the event. So now that the meeting has been established, now I can go to my meeting options. Here in the meeting options is where you can set who can bypass the lobby And you can also consent who can present. Remember, I said you had to expand your list and invite everybody individually because this gives you the option to invite specific people. So if I click on the list and search for participants, everyone who was invited to the meeting is now listed. And so if I want to go in and select certain people to be presenters without me having to do it every single meeting, I do that here in my meeting options. And once I have everybody that I need selected, I will go ahead and I will save that meeting. Now that the meeting is saved, I'm going to close that out and I'm going to join the meeting. And I'm joining the meeting now for the purposes of showing you how to get to the breakout rooms. So once you join the meeting, and you can always join the meeting before time to set up breakout rooms, which is something that I strongly encourage. So as you can see, I now have the breakout room icon at the top. The official icon is a box within a box for breakout rooms. You can also have the flower icon, which will say preview. It works the same as well. So I will click on the box in the box or the flower, and then I will determine the number of meeting rooms that I will need. I can automatically or manually assign participants to the meeting rooms. So let's go ahead and let's look at doing a manual for rooms. All right, so I'm going to create my rooms now. I'm going to go ahead and once the rooms are created, just for purposes of the demo, go ahead and give one room a name. So as you can see, we have rooms 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I click the 3 dots, I have the option to rename the rooms. So I'm going to give this name, this room another name, and I'm going to call it my tier 1 group, and then I'm going to save it. And then you can change the name of each of your groups. You will click the arrow here next to assign participants once you have others to join the meeting. You can go ahead and assign them to the rooms, but don't open them until you're ready for participants to join the room. Also, once participants join the room, the grayed out options will then become available, and you would just click join meetings to go to each room. The breakout room has the option to automatically remove people at the end when it's done, and it has the option to send a message to the entire group at one time to let them know, hey, 2 minutes remaining, 1 minute remaining, oops, don't forget, here's a reminder as you're working in your groups. So that's a great feature to have to message your rooms. Don't forget you have your participants options where you can download your participants list, manage the hard mute button. So I'm going to end the meeting because as the meeting organizer, I want the meeting to end, which will automatically end everyone attending the meeting. And so we're going to end the meeting, and that ends our presentation.